get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
One thing he does very well, he takes care of the football. Had 176 pass attempts to start his career without an interception. That's the most in NFL history. And finished his rookie year, 23 touchdown passes and only 4 interceptions.
Prescott on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Montez Sweat.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Second down.
On second down, here's the option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down the distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is fielded inside the 5.
The Eagles take over first.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He's going to take off with it.
Hurts on the keeper.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
At the 19-yard line.
Left side here to Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make the play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 5 brings up
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. He'll fire deep for Rager. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for this sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Eagles. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And shedding through the tackle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
With the give to Ezekiel.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
This is Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
At their own
so back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. Interesting stat line right now. And technically he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Hurts.
Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, 81 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. First down, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Derek Barnett in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They go play action with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, 60 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Jake Elliott on.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there, and all he went. But I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25 yards.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Third and long for Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Winds up, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
At the 27.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Miles
able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it.
25-yard line.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
At the 24-yard line.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Montez Sweat make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He'll fire it deep for... This is caught inside the 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That was the safety, Taylor Rapp, right there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jalen Hurts and this offense trotting back out. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. Very quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to roll.
Jake Elliott on the quarterback after.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off because of the running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the returns, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials players look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety... There, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead. But these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Ball carrier. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the 1st here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
And 1.
Right, check, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
That's good for another.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
3-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Prescott.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Prescott to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards the pickup there. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1 yard line.
4 yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Prescott now. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager there to make the grab. And the Eagles are pouring it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. A first down throw for Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Right there, Will, 55. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, 55. Check 55.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Hey, pick your game up. 55, my guy, 55. Know your job. 55.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Cowboy first down.
And again, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
To Nick Boyle.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
5 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Prescott from the gun to Boyle here over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm going to run you over.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Prescott.
Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Prescott now from the 50. And he comes back with one complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And complete to Zach Ertz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it.
25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching them.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. This looks like a free play for Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Prescott in trouble, and he's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, I got it. Check, 55.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Michael Gallup. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in.